Hey dreamers, Bryce here from Midnight Notion, singer, songwriter, musician, big fan of Metallica, but I have no idea what my favorite Metallica song is. Could it be Poor Twisted Me? Let's use math to find out. Cue the intro.
So give it to me now!
For the best Metallica song! Poor Twisted Me, track number 9 from the Load album, and I know some of you are going to really dread this one. I know I'm not really looking forward to it. I know it's kind of a slow one, kind of lower on the list as I remember it, but we can't grade it based off of how we remember it. We're going to listen to the song together. I'm going to pause it every time I hear something interesting, analyze it with my musician brain, and then at the end, I'm going to grade it using the following categories: composition, memorability, emotional response, instrumentation, and of course lyrics. Each category is a scale of 0 to 4 with a grand possible total of 20 points. We'll find out at the end if it has enough to get to the top 10. I believe it's going to need at least 16 or higher. So without further ado, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and remember, hey, you're freaking awesome. You're awesome. No, you, not me. I'm talking about you. You're the awesome one. Thanks for being awesome. Let's listen to some music, shall we? We'll delay. You can hear the echo of the guitar. Really bluesy. Hi-hat build. Yeah, it's like that southern rock. Ooh, we got a halftime feel. We've talked a little bit in this channel about the shuffle beat. This again falls in that shuffle beat category where it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Still 4 beats per measure, but there's a long short da 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 da. So you can't count it 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and it's 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1, a 2. Everything in between, it's divisible by 3. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a da 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 da. So even when the drums feel like they're doing a triplet fill, it's not a triplet, it's just playing in the shuffle beat. So that's what that is here. If you haven't been following along, now you know.
Oh, poor twisted me. Oh, poor twisted me.
Again, we have a very distorted, almost telephone vocals sound. He's been using that a lot on this record, and I think by this point, we are so far into the record that I'm kind of done with that effect. I feel like it's been used at this point. It doesn't feel like it's helping the song. I want to point out that for all of my life until just before this episode, literally before I hit record, I looked at the lyrics and I learned that he's not saying, "Poor, poor, twisted me." He's saying, "Oh, poor, twisted me." And that's news to me. I thought this whole time he was just saying, "Poor, poor, twisted me." Nope, it's "oh. Oh, poor, twisted me." It's news. It's news. I didn't know that. I hope you knew that. But if you didn't, congrats. Now you have, Merry Christmas. Here's my gift to you. Little harmony. Okay, so I didn't say it, but during that last bit there was a climb up. It's too good to be. Is that the line? I don't know. I'm not even paying attention to the lyrics. But the there's a slide guitar that I think we'll come back to that riff, so pay attention next time. But there's a nice little slide guitar, and he's kind of soloing on it. He might actually, yeah, he's using the metal slide thing that guitarists put on their hand. You know what? I have one. Here it is. This is a slide. This sucker is just a metal tube that you put your finger in, and you use that. Oh, it's gonna get stuck now. You put your finger in there, and you use that instead of pressing on the frets of the guitar. When you slide on with your finger, because of the frets, these little metal things sticking up, you can hear like the note change. You can hear the bump in between each note. But when you use the slide, you don't actually press down on the string. You just kind of hover above it. And so that's what he's using. And now through some combination of soloing, he's actually using multiple notes. I don't know what he's playing, but this is what he's using. I think you're supposed to put this on your pinky. Did you hear that bass slide at the beginning of this verse? Listen to this this bass slide right when they come into the verse. Real slow. Yeah. Here's the slide guitar. All right, here it comes, right here. I like that drum fill. Ba, boom, ka. It was on the snare on the one. Usually there's like a fill, da 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 do do do, and then you hit the crash and the kick drum. But instead of that, he went back to the snare, da 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 do do do, ta, boom, pa, and then the hit on the three. This song is, I bet we're all kind of wishing this one would be over. I don't know if you're with me on this or not, but I'm kind of done with it. But I want to look at this through a positive lens. I want to pick out what's good about this song. The reason it isn't working is because it's not what we're used to, all right? As Metallica fans, we're used to a certain style of music, and this whole record is filled with this southern rock feel. And that's not something we're used to. We're used to as fast as you can, right? This is slow. This is one of their slowest songs. I would wager it's probably one of their slowest songs. And just that feel is just so back, just this is perfect for a bar band, right? If Metallica was a band who had a weekly gig at some downtown, like not even downtown, but like outside of downtown. We'll put it in a suburban bar, some like no name, like it's not a franchise building. It's just one little wrecked up bar in the middle of nowhere. And it's like where all the bikers go, or maybe it's not even the bikers. I don't know. It's just like a local hangout somewhere way out in the sticks somewhere. And I feel like that would really succeed for them because it's got that bluesy drinking music, right? If you're a drinker, you're in a bar and there's a band playing, this is perfect background music. That's what's good about it. The downside is I'm not a drinker. I don't go to bars unless I'm playing there. So it's not going to fit for me for favorite song. That doesn't make it a favorite song. But I do appreciate the bluesy feel. I do appreciate that the band is trying something new. And so I do want to make sure that you all know we're looking for a favorite Metallica song, not for a favorite song that fits into a certain category of what we think Metallica is. All right? I'm grading this fairly as a song, not as a Metallica piece, but as a song altogether. So keep that in mind as we're talking about these songs. It may not be what you're used to, it may not be what you come to Metallica for, but it is art, and art is good. So let's keep listening, knowing all of that. Oh no, we got a straight beat. Back to halftime. Ooh. Yeah. That was definitely something you would get in a blues band, right? There's a big hit, and then one guitar just takes a little solo, and then there's another big hit, and the other guitar takes the other little solo. They're kind of dueling a little bit. I'm going to rewind that, even though I don't want to hear the song anymore. I want you to listen for that. They're kind of going back and forth. I don't know if this is the spot. Oh, just a little bit before that. All right, so we have a big... Okay, we have a change up. Just James. Now Kirk. The bass drops out as well. The drums are still playing, but he's not doing fills that are really taking over. It's still calling attention that they're kind of dueling. Really interesting thing. You would definitely hear a blues band do that. So if we're grading this as a blues song, it's fitting right in. Obviously, I don't need to disclaim it anymore. Let's get through it. You hear the James in the background. I think this is considered the chorus here. Something I'm just now noticing is that there is a tambourine hit on all four beats. If you listen really close, it sounds like it's almost the kick drum. It's maybe trying to emphasize the kick drum, but I think it's there on all four beats. You hear it? I think it's gone. It might only be during the chorus. It might not be the whole song, but it's definitely there, all four beats. Ooh, another bass slide down at the end. Do. Okay, well, it's a good blues song. That's all I'm saying. Let's give this sucker some points, shall we? Whoosh. Composition. This song is surprisingly well structured. I'm not a huge, I don't find it to be some massively interesting song, but if you take a look at it and you compare it to any other blues rock song, right? You put this in a bar band, it matches up with every other song. The fact that it doesn't stand out is kind of a downer, but I do like how they have this. The groove is nice, actually. I like that groove. It's slow, it's steady. There's some build to it. We have the intro with the delay, and then everything comes in. I love the bass slides. That's really cool. I like the section where they're stopping, and then one guitar solos, another hit and stop solo. I know the drums are playing, like I said, but it's kind of a cool break. There's a change in the chord of the rhythm during the solo. We got the slide guitar. It's fine. It's bass line. It meets all. It ticks all the boxes. It doesn't stand out, but it's not a bad composition. So overall, compositionally, this is right down the middle, giving it a 2. Memorability. Surprisingly, they're doing exactly what you're supposed to do to get something to be memorable. The riff doesn't, I guess I don't really remember the riff that much, but oh, poor twisted me, by repeating that over and over and over throughout the song, it sticks. Unfortunately, I gotta knock them a point because I always thought it was poor twisted me, and as a matter of fact, I think the lyrics would be better if it was poor twisted me. So because I remembered it incorrectly, that's kind of a knock, but overall, it ticks all the boxes for memorability. As far as what makes a song memorable, it's not super forgettable, but it's not super memorable. This one, again, right down the middle, giving it a 2. Emotional response. Unfortunately, this song just isn't for me. I really don't get into it. I don't think that I said it before, I'm not really a bar band kind of guy, and this song feels very bar bandy. The lyrics don't stand out to me. The feel of the song isn't something I'm going to go to. It's not something I'm yearning for. If they played it live, I'd be like, this is interesting, switching it up a little bit. I like fresh, I like new, I like the underdogs. I like hearing songs that they almost never play live because it feels like a gift. But also, it's not a song that I need. I honestly really, really don't like it. So unfortunately, from emotional response standpoint, this one gets a 0. Instrumentation. Again, they're just doing fine. They're meeting all of the criteria. They're not doing a bad job. It's just not what I'm looking for. Again, bar band, excellent. Metallica doesn't really meet the expectations. With such an amazing top 20 already, with an amazing top 40, top 50, with an amazing catalog, this one just doesn't seem like it fits in. So good try, but it's not for me. It is right in the middle though, so instrumentally, they didn't do a bad job. Fine, we'll give them middle points. That's a 2. Lyrics, again, they're not really speaking to me. There's no real poetic device that's calling me and saying, hey, Bryce, look at this masterful crafting of words. I like Oh, Poor Twisted Me repeating throughout the song, but the content of the song rather, feels like something we've already heard on this record. It feels like a repeat. It feels like extra lyrics that were left out of songs like The House That Jack Built. I feel like we've been here already. We've already had this talk. We've already had this little subject, and it doesn't stand out to me. Yes, you are. I don't want to shame anybody for their addictions. I can hear. We've already talked about James was having a hard time struggling with those addictions. That's a real thing, and I want to reaffirm that getting help is not bad. It's not being weak. It's actually being the strongest you can be. So seek help if you need it. But it's not doing it for me. The lyrics aren't speaking. Maybe it's just because we've already heard those songs already. If I had not heard any Metallica song ever, and this was my first introduction to them, I might look at these lyrics better. But because of all that we've already heard, this one just doesn't do it for me. So unfortunately, that's a 1. And so Poor Twisted Me gets a grand total of 7 points. Surprisingly, that's the very first 7. We don't have any other songs so far to meet 7 points. Unfortunately, it's not even close to enough for the top 20. This is currently sitting in 48 out of 56, so bottom 8. Bottom 8 songs. They definitely got better. Let's take one more look at that top 20. We got 1 on the top. We got Dyer's Eve on the chopping block. It's been lasting. We haven't had anything in the last couple videos show up, and I'm not sure anything's gonna take over this top 20 very soon. We'll find out. So what I need from you is to make sure you put in the comments below using my method what score you would give this song. And be honest, don't use any 0.5s either. I'm watching you, King Nothing, with your 0.75s. Give me a firm score. 0 means you absolutely hate it. 1 means you don't like it. 2 is, I don't know. 3 means you like it. And 4 means you really, really like it. Use that scoring method for all 5 categories and tell me honestly what score you would give this song. And if you really think that this song deserves more love, tell me why. Make sure you check out Midnight Notion. That's my music, wherever you get your music online. Spotify, I'd love those streams. iTunes, you can download it, or go to CD Baby. Maybe I'll get a few more dollars that way. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. And of course, smash that subscribe button so you can be here tomorrow as we waste our hate on you. Wasting my hate on you. Thanks for watching.